for my whole life. You know, when you really needed help with things, God was always there for us. And give me 1 second.
So when we decided we wanted to have a baby, we got pregnant fairly easy, and we knew it would be a little bit of a change, but we always had my mom down here. In all reality, I mean, really, we just kind of skate through that first baby. Not much changed for us, you know? It's like, still did all of our traveling. He just traveled with us. I mean, we went to so many different places that first year he was born. I always knew the minute that I basically gave birth to Cameron, I wanted another baby, because I always wanted two.
We're having, you know, our second kid, and you're like, Tiffany's pregnant. You're like, okay, we've done this before. It'll be no different really with two. And so once we had Reagan, you know, Tiffany went in for, you know, just her 6-week checkup, and, you know, long story short, found out that she had cancer.
Nobody can prepare you when you're sitting there and you know something's not quite right, and it's like when they like look you in the eye and be like, you have cancer. The first thing I thought is I'm gonna die. I'm like, I can't die. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a baby. I'm like, who's gonna raise our kids, you know? It's like, I have to be there for my babies.
Everything just went on hold. I mean, you had to think about work and your job and the show and all that stuff. At that time, you're just like, it doesn't matter. Nothing else matters but this.
You know it's serious. I mean, it's something that like literally like shook me to my core, where I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna see my baby grow up. I'm like, she's 6 weeks old. The biggest thing right off the bat, you have to come to terms with what it is, and that it sucks and it's gonna be rough, but you can do it. You're gonna make it. And what choice do you have? You have to just power on and do it, you know? It's like you just can't lay back, and you can't ever give up.
That's where the, you know, I'm an elk came from. 'Cause, you know, just like, hey, are you a caribou or are you an elk? You know, that to me, you go caribou hunt, you hit one in the foot and they fall over and die, and an elk, you can shoot them, you know, right through the middle, and they, you know, out chasing cows the next day. And I was like, man, you're an elk. Just keep your chin up and power through this thing and get it behind us. God has a plan for you and for us.
My ultimate thing was, I have August 19th, that PICC line needs to come out. It's like my blood counts need to be good, I have things to do, we're still packing for a trip, we're getting on that bus, and I'm gonna go smoke a big mule deer.
Her numbers just were dropping, just, you know, and a lot of times, you know, even more rapidly than they expected. So, you know, you're happy that everything was going great, and it turned out, her last one where they pulled the PICC line out was on a Friday. Saturday morning was the day we were leaving for Utah, so.
Feeling I felt when they pulled that PICC line out, I was like, I made it, man, freaking made it. So when I like shot that first deer, like of the year, I was just like, smoked him, man, I mean, I made it. You don't just sit back and, you know, like I said, and let life go on then. You work hard, you dig yourself out, and you make the best out of it, no matter what it is. It's like you don't quit living. You just persevere, move on, and like I said, life's short, so you never know. You gotta make it count.